just say, sorry if it gives you a message. Okay. We have some tunes on. Hopefully they're not going to be too loud. If they are, I'll come and switch them down. And welcome. So tonight's practice is slightly different because we're normally a hybrid class. So thank you for bearing with us. I didn't fancy people's chances on the ice tonight. So what we're going to do, oh, there's Katrina. Brilliant, Katrina's joined us. Excellent, I'll just let you get yourself sorted, Katrina. Superb, so welcome. So we've got a practice which is at home for everybody tonight. So what I want you to do is make sure that if it hurts, you stop or you change things about. And I'm not here to help you. So those who are normally online, you'll be used to this. But if you're at home, just remember just to not overdo things. We're also going to look at tonight's practice about movement and engaging the glutes as well to support our practice. There's a couple more joining, that's brilliant. I'll just let Iona join. Excellent, there's Iona. If you want to switch your camera on, you can. It's nice to see you, we're just about to start. It's brilliant. Excellent. Superb. Grand. So we are going to start on our backs tonight, unusually. So we're going to start on our backs and then we're going to come to our breathing as part 2 of this. We're going to just do a little bit of movement and engaging of the glutes and engaging with the core. So you're going to come all the way to our backs. You're going to bring yourself so that your hands are in contact with your thighs. This is important. So when we come down to our mats, what I want you to do is I want you to straighten your arms so that your arms are pushing against your thighs. I'm just going to check that Vicky's joined us. That's brilliant. And Vicky, if you pop yourself on mute when you're ready, or I can come and sort out. So if you're just down on the mat, that's it, perfect. If you're down on the mat, brilliant. So we're going to come to our backs. We're going to bring our hands to our thighs. If your elbows are not straight, not locked, but not straight, then either walk or adjust your feet. And it's going to help us keep that symmetry. And then what I want you to do is I want you to extend the kind of head so that there's length in the back of the neck. So don't crouch the chin to the chest. And we're going to inhale. And on the exhale, we're just going to lift up and really push into the thighs. We don't have to lift very high at all. So just a little lift, pushing into the soles of the feet and feel the glutes, gluteus maximus, engage. And just hold here, but keep the breath moving so that you're just feeling those glutes. And what we're wanting to do is wake them up, because if we've been sitting in the day, they go to sleep. And just bring your hips just gently down, take a relax, wiggle your feet if you want. And in this practice, feel free, it's home yoga, no one's watching you except me. And I'm not recording you, just me. Press your hands again on your thighs. Inhale, exhale, lift. Just it's a mini bridge. Bridge variation. And what would you do? Push again into the thighs and engage those glutes, feel them engage. And then slowly, you're just going to gently pulse very slightly. Keep a little pulse moving. So we're going to start to really wake them up. It doesn't take much. Just feeling and start to warm up. And it's glutes that are going to help us support the pelvis. It's the pelvis that helps us support the core. The pelvis at the base of the core. And we're going to really think about our alignment tonight and engaging our muscles to support the practice. You should be feeling that in the legs, rather the glutes. And then bring your hips down. And then we're going to take the hands gently behind the head, interlace behind. And then just draw the elbows out very slightly. So we're cradling, pushing the back of the head into the hands. On an inhale, take a big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to lift. We're not going to crunch or curl. We're just going to lift. So we're pushing our kind of back into the mat, but we're not curling here. Draw back down. So we inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale on the release, back down. Exhale, lift. So I'm gazing at the ceiling. Inhale, relax. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Remember, you can stop at any time. And then exhale, curl. Now we're going to lift our left leg so our knee is above our hip. And we're just going to gently walk the hip out while we're just lifting. It's a little bit of movement coming into the hip now. There is method in my madness. I promise you've turned up to a yoga class tonight, honestly. We're now waking up the hip, waking up the core. At any time, release and take a little moment. Feet down, relax the back. Take a moment just to center. Inhale, exhale, lift just a little. And then draw that right knee over the right hip. And we're just going to wake the right hip up. Just gentle back and forwards. And if you're not sure whether you're moving your hip or not, you can actually put your finger to the hip joint and you can actually feel that movement. And then we're going to just bring that all down. Shake the hands out a little bit. Take a moment, we're going to come all the way up to seated. If you're used to sitting and bringing the pelvis, I strongly recommend grabbing a blanket or cushion. I've got just a little bolster here and just lifting the pelvis so it's just a little higher. It gives space in our hips. Allowing ourselves just to sit in a comfy seated position. Allow the shoulders just to relax, bringing ourselves all the way up. And remember, it's your choice how you sit. So that might be butterfly, it might be cross-legged, and allow just a little bit of relaxation. So you should feel already like you've got a little bit of work going on. And we're going to take the left hand gently down to the mat. And we're going to just slide that right hand all the way to the sky. And just slide all the way across. We're going to inhale all the way back. Not bringing the arm down yet. And exhale all the way back again. Bring that right hand across to the back of the left knee and just gently take the left hand to the small of the back, lifting the spine up, coming into a twist. Keep that neck long, so don't tuck the chin. What we're doing here is we're keeping that neck as an extension of the spine. And then come all the way back to center. Take a moment, maybe roll the shoulders. Maybe take a neck roll. Drop the right hand and lift the left to the sky. Inhaling as we do and exhaling across. Inhale up and exhale back. Dropping that hand to the back of the knee. Allow yourself to rise to kind of lengthen the spine. Taking a twist. All the way back to center. Shrugging the shoulders up. Allowing them to just relax. And you can tell that I've been at the random playlist again. So apologies if there's a little bit of randomness about the music tonight. Spotify's done its thing. So we'll see where we go with the music. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And I want you to notice how you're feeling tonight. Just a relaxed breath. And we're going to come to all fours. So if you've got any props, just pop them to one side. And we're going to come to a stacked back position. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And just take a moment here to push into the fingers. So pushing all the way into the fingers, into the knuckles, spreading the fingers so that we're really rooting through the hand and then stuck at the back of the hand, the mat. And we're just going to take a big inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to draw your core all the way in and up to the spine. And maybe just curl the spine a little. All the way back to a neutral position, looking down at the mat. Inhale. Exhale, curl and draw that core all the way up in. And then all the way back, dropping the hips, looking forwards, coming into cow, tucking the toes if you would like. Rounding the spine, tucking the chin. On an exhale, into cat. Inhaling all the way up into cow. And start to take a little bit of movement that suits you. That might be circling the hips gently, pausing, using that movement of the spine. So using that cat-cow position to just take just a little bit of a stretch. It might be that you're drawing the shoulder blades together and just allowing softness into the arms. You can really do what you really want. You're not in class, so you can have a little jiggle about, or you could do that in class anyway, to be honest. And then we're coming to just a point of stillness. And we're going to keep our neck in line with the spine, so keep that neutral, and we're going to extend the left leg out, and I want you to really push through that leg, no movement in the back, just push through the leg, feel the inhale and the exhale, and we're going to lift that leg, but keep it long in the back, keep pushing through the heel as you lift the leg, feeling that glute again start to engage. Doesn't need to be any movement in the back. Keep the breath moving. You can always draw the core in lightly on the exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we're just going to take the knee in and just take a bit of a knee kind of circle here with the hips. Slowly bringing the knee back down, opposite side. Extend the leg. Keep yourself really aligned with the center of the mat. Keep even weight in both hands, in the supporting knee, in the toes connecting with the mat. Length through the back of the leg, through to the heel. And then keeping that length, lift. Feeling the glute engage. Not holding your breath, make sure you're breathing. And then allow yourself just to gently circle the knee. Really slowly. Back all the way underneath you. Step the left leg long again. Step the right leg long, coming to plank. Remember to keep the knees down if you need to soften the plank. Into plank. Half plank if you need. Keep the gaze to the end of the mat. So now we're keeping the front body into the top body. Keep that breath moving. And we're going to vinyasa slowly, strong, slow yoga. Either bring the knees down to support you or take Chaturanga Dandasana. Either way, come into Cobra and come low. Plant the hands, elbows into the body, tuck the chin. I want you to push away from the mat, taking low Cobra. Feel that in your chest, opening your chest, the arms. Keep the breath. Come all the way back down. Come back up to plank. Forearm plank if you want to come off the wrists. So bring yourself to forearms if you would like. Choice here. Knees can always support this. And then back down to Cobra. Bring the hands to the side of the body, elbows towards the back. Push away into Bhujangasana. Knees and kind of feet in line with hip points. And then all the way back to stacked back position. Coming into stacked back position, we're going to come into downward facing dog. We've looked at different ways we can come into downward facing dog. And this is another way. So we're going to come from hovering cat today. So if you're like me, just give your wrists a bit of love. If you need to adjust anything, the sound or anything like that, just sort yourself out, take a sip of water, do a little breakdancing move with your wrists. And if you could see that way, you'd see that my dog's actually like this now. She's actually doing yoga with us. Looking very relaxed. So I'm gonna just come back to stack back. We're going to tuck the toes. And from stack back, we're going to come to hovering cat. And from hovering cat, we're just going to bring the hips to the sky. Keeping on the tiptoes. Slightly different version of downward dog here. Just allowing you a straight back, not stretching our hamstrings too much, just slightly different. Anchor the left foot. We're going to bring our right foot in line with our hips. We're not going to bring it up too far. We're just going to bring it halfway. Keeping integrity in the left foot and the hands. Even weight, lightness. Engage that core with an inhale and an exhale. Bring your foot down. Anchor the right foot, lift the left. And again, keep that weight even. Keep that breath moving. And then bring the feet back down to this downward dog position. Look forwards. Take yourself to the top of the mat into forward fold. Again, you can bring yourself as your belly to the thighs as much as you want. You do not have to straighten your legs. Allow your head to hang. If you've got blocks and you want to feel the earth come up to you, that's great too. Or a couple of books, if you've got a couple of books on the side. And just take a moment here in this forward fold. If straightening the legs is for you, then please do. Feel that expansion across the back. Keep that breath moving. Blocks to one side if you've got. We're going to come to flat back. Gently strong, push into the feet, engage the core. Take the arms behind you in airplane, flat back. Honestly, I didn't say flat back.
Feeling all the way down, fold back down again. And now what I want you to do is push into the feet and roll. Allow yourself to draw yourself up.
Bringing the hands past all the way up to the sky. Bringing hands to high prayer. Gaze is where the neck is comfortable. So whether that's to the front or whether that's up to the sky, that's totally up to you. And we're going to inhale, lift a little longer. We're going to come to the left-hand side, forwards, exhale, all the way forwards, length through the side body. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, across to the opposite side. Inhale to center. And hands come all the way to the heart. Now we're going to step wide. So we're going to step across our yoga mat. We're going to come to some flows in a minute. But what I'd like you to do is just working on this theme of engaging the body, the muscles, the glutes, the hips. And before we start doing lots and lots of flow, we're going to come into a side lunge. Now, a couple of things here. We're not going to come into the normal skandasana. We're going to sink this hip back. So I want you to keep this knee over the ankle. So I'm not sinking the knee right that way, okay? What I'm going to do is hands to hips might help. I'm pushing my bum out at the back. And I'm just taking a little stretch into that hip. You can almost use this like a side angle and open gently the arm. Just allowing a little bit of strength and movement and energy into that hip. And feel the heels as well. Feel the legs engaged. Hands back to center. Turn that foot gently out on the other side and sink again. So you're sinking the hip back a little. So that knee is not going out that way. Allowing yourself opening on the other side. Push all the way back up through those feet and allow your hands to come to center. We're going to open the arms into goddess and sink the legs. Now, feet turned out, and now we're sliding down that wall. Feel those glutes. They may feel like you have work that you have been. Push through the feet, open to start. Now we're going to turn our right foot. So if you end up looking at the back of your living room, it's fine. Just listen or just switch around. If you're used to me, you'll know that I'll end up any which way. So especially at home, so apologies. So we're going to come into Trikonasana here. So I'm going to turn my back foot very slightly in. My right foot is facing forwards. I'm going to soften that front knee and I'm going to lift. And as I do, I'm just going to give space and float. So I'm keeping this chest open. Hand on hip is a good thing to do, so you can just monitor where that chest is in relation to the shoulder. It should be in one big line. If you've got block, use a block for height. I've been using blocks all week. And the neck is where it's healthy. I'm going to turn into pyramid pose. Let me turn towards the foot. Use your hands to step up slightly and allow yourself to frame your foot. Soften the knee as much as you need to make this available to you, or bring hands in. Hands are going to come down. Turn into a little kind of runner's lunge. Place the hands Bring the knees together, and knees permitting, allow yourself to sink back. If your knees don't permit you to sink back, just keep this high as a stretch. Put a towel or cushion between the hips and the heels. Just stretching here, you might wish to bring the hands across to one side. Across to the other. All the way back to center. Breathing into the torso. Rising back up. We're going to tuck the toes. We're going to hover the knees. We're going to push the hips up high. Don't worry about straightening the legs. Just push the hips up high and feel lightness in the hands and the toes. Bring yourself to the center of the mat. Either hinge at the hips by bringing the hands and then pushing into the heels, lifting the body, or if your body allows, very carefully allow yourself to roll all the way up, standing. Allow the shoulders to gently come down, hands by the side. Just take a moment here at Tadasana. We're going to step wide across the mat again, taking a big step. Toes turned down. Opening the arms, opening the chest. When we open the chest, we're actually starting to engage that fast spine as well. Sinking into the knees, allow yourself that tailbone underneath. Sink a little deeper if you wish. Check that your arms are parallel. I thought mine were. They were absolutely not. What we feel and we actually are very different sometimes. We're going to rise up into a lovely big star shape. Push through those feet. Feel the front body length. Turn the opposite foot now to the edge of the mat. Turn the back foot so it's in a triangle position. It depends on your ankle. Protect that front knee. Push into the heel. Lift on an inhale and float top body. And hip if that helps. Keeping those ribs open. Keep the breath long and steady. Now if you have a block, I'm sure you would have grabbed it. Use them in pyramid as well. So if you have blocks at home, we're going to come into pyramid. But we're going to turn towards the front foot. You might wish to step that back foot up a little, because pyramid stance is shorter than the triangle. Allow the blocks that bring the earth up to you. Don't lock that front knee. Feel the heels and the feet engage with the mat. Breathe here. Taking a moment with this pose, strong breath. And then we're just going to turn and draw ourselves into runner's lunge. Draw the knee down and allow yourself to draw the other foot, join into little child's pose. We breathe front to back, side to side. that breath moving. And wherever you are on the mat, we will return to the top of it. We're going to come to all fours. We're going to tuck our toes. Doesn't matter if you're backwards at the moment. Tuck our toes, lift our hips into that downward facing dog. Activating the shoulders, core, the hands, onto the tip toes, hips to the sky. Relax the head, looking through to the knees. And then come to the center of the mat, wherever you are. Lifting all the way back up, slowly and gently. Maybe extending the arms as we rise. Hands to the heart. And if you're facing the back of the mat, which I am, technically, I'm going to face forwards now. You can just switch. You're lucky you're not in class. Would have been all over the place. So we're going to come to the top of the mat. And we're just going to play with a bit with our balance. So and I'm side on, so if I'm not looking at you all the time, it's not that I don't care about you, it's just I don't want to crick in my neck. And if I look this way, you're not going to see me side on. So just be aware of that. So find your center. Allow the shoulders to relax. Find that connection with the feet. That's going to be really important. We're going to weight our left foot slightly. As we do, lift this right knee to the sky. Working, it doesn't matter how high this is. So your knee might not be up, it might be down. Working wherever you are. You're going to push through that front heel. It helps bring the hands out. Lift all the way back up. Lift that knee all the way into. And then take your hands and gently support that lift. And then inhale, lift the arms. And we're going to bring the hands forwards as we step into a high lunge, thunderbolt arms. Inhale, high lunge, crescent moon. Any lower back issues, just bend that knee at the back slightly. If not, keep a straight leg at the back. And from here, we're going to drop down the way. So we're going to drop that back knee underneath us into a low lunge. Bring the hands inside that low lunge into a little lizard position. Set that back knee if you wish. Right hand on the mat, left hand towards the sky. Integrity all the way through to that back heel. Frame the foot here. Drop the back knee. And we're going to come backwards into a little monkey split. So half split here. Just allow a stretch to the back of the leg. Soften that knee as well if your hamstrings are really tight. Just soften that knee. Rolling forwards, hands to plank. Not done enough planks tonight. Allow yourself into plank and vinyasa. So you can take chaturanga to up dog, knees down. If you want to soften to cobra. Meeting in downward facing dog. However you get there, you might come to all fours. You might like the little hover. You might like the hips to the sky. Looking forward, stepping to the top of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, so halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Really think about the weight evenly in both heels and the big toe joint. And allow the side of the foot to connect with the mat. Think about alignment, where your hands are even. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Your choice how you come up to standing.
Root your eyes or hands to hips. Pushing through the feet wherever you are, using the core to support you.
Allowing the shoulders back. Everything shake if you need. Nice little shake. Take a little glass of water if you need to. And just come back to standing when you're ready. Into mountain. And I want you to take your hands to Anjali Mudra to the heart and just carefully press the heels of the hands together. You can see forearms line the elbows. Zip up through that front body, so you're just creating a little bit of energy in there. Inhaling and exhaling, relax the shoulders. Feel connection. And then we're going to lift. We're going to take that left leg all the way to the sky, literally. Use that anchor on the right hand side for standing. Draw the foot forwards, working a little bit with the hip flexors. Whenever your leg might be low, that's fine. Use the wall if you need. Great. And cheek, you can stick the foot to the wall as well. Lift all the way up. Grab the knee, just gently bring it into you. Letting go, lift the hands back. Thunderbolt arms come forwards as we step that foot all the way back to high lunge. And we're going to come up to crescent moon arms. Remember, if lower back issues, bend that back knee very slightly as we up. No pressure on the spine. You might be able to straighten when you're there, but that's just up to you how it feels. We're going to bring ourselves down to low lunge, gently to the mat. Lift up out of those hips. Don't sink into them. Lift. If you've got someone pulling all the way through. And hands come into the side of the yoga mat, the left hand side. Stepping the left leg up. Allowing yourself length through that back leg. We're going to just frame the foot into the runner's lunge. Maybe take the gaze forward. Knee comes down. Untuck the toe, rolling back into a little half monkey. Now, sticky yoga mats, this is such an awkward pose for them. You can swivel that foot forwards if you want to keep the knee and the hip aligned. You always use your hand, just help any stretches, if you've got any aches. And see if you can keep the gap even to the center of the toe. Rolling back gently forwards. Frame the foot, we're going to step to plank. If you fancy in plank, you can take a little plank push-up. Never one to miss an opportunity. Or a little forearm plank, or you can just bring your knees down, or go, I'm going to child's pose, wherever you are. And we're going to play with a little vinyasa. So we're going to bring the knees down, take the hands wide, wide armed cobra. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Your choice how we get into downward facing dog. Might come to hovering cat, hopping to hovering cat, pushing to downward dog, hips to the sky, stretching and strengthening through the back, gaze towards the knees. Bending the knees, lift the
Looking forward, step to the top of the mat. Inhaling, flat back. So it might be your version of flat back is actually that you've still got your knees really bent. Exhale all the way down, Uttanasana. And then we're going to come all the way up, lifting upwards the leg. And hands to the heart. Now this definitely wasn't on my Spotify list, so I think I've done that enhance the track thing again. So don't when we have music with words. Enjoy. Rolling the shoulders back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to step to Virabhadrasana 1. So stepping back to Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Inhale, hands to the sky. Really root the feet. Exhale to Warrior 2. And then side angle your variations. That might be the hand comes to rest and the arm comes across. And then we can take a little vinyasa, turn to the foot, either child's pose of vinyasa, to plank, maybe chaturanga, to up dog, if you wish. Meeting in downward facing dog. Hips to the sky. Anchor the right foot, lift the left into three-legged dog. Drawing the knee. Now we're going to give ourselves lots of space up onto the toes. Draw that knee into the core and bring that foot forwards onto the other side. If you need to tweak, as in shuffle the foot, that's fine. We're going to come to Virabhadrasana 1. So we're going to plant that foot at the back, push through the legs, and sweep the hands to Warrior 1. Push through that front heel, anchor the left foot, the back foot, sorry, right foot. It wouldn't be a yoga class without me mixing right and left. Open to Virabhadrasana 2. Make sure that you're not leaning forwards too much, that you're bringing the toes up. Relax the shoulders. Uncurl those toes in front. Rest gently. The arm, bring the arm into side angle. Turn towards that runner's lunge, that long leg at the back. And then either come to a child's pose if you need a break, or you take the vinyasa still. Depends on your practice. Meeting in child's pose. Linking the hips to the heels. Maybe you want to come to one side with this to get a side stretch, or even with the child's pose, you can take slightly wider knees on this, and you can actually do a thread the needle with the child's pose. So if you want to give your shoulders a little bit of love, then you can take a little variation where I'm bringing the shoulder to the mat. Hips are high. Laying one side, laying on the other. all the way back to center. Bring the knees underneath you. Bring yourself forwards to all fours. Just taking the cat-cow here, so if you want to tap the toes, to drop the spine, looking forwards. Exhale, rounding the spine. Maybe just taking a movement here. It's good to keep that organic movement in our practice. And then bring the feet just to the center and bring your hips up, so you're starting just to draw up into Uttanasana, into forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Push through the heels, reach your eyes, hinging at the hips if you wish. Hands to the heart. Step the right foot forward, step the left into Virabhadrasana, Warrior One. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse warrior, lifting all the way up, the hand to the sky. Now we're going to bring our back hand out, palm facing forwards. We're going to push through that right leg and lift the toes. Then kicking back to warrior 2, palms come down. Inhale, lift the arms all the way to the sky. Turning to the front of the mat, to plank. Downward facing dog. Anchor the right foot and lift the left to tripod. Just doesn't need to come high. And however you like, bringing that knee to the front of the mat, the left foot to the front of the mat. And before we rise up, find that warrior base, dropping that heel at the back. Finding that strength in the legs to push all the way up to Virabhadrasana 1. Lovely. Exhaling to warrior 2. Keep that pressure in that front heel so the knee doesn't come inwards. Inhale, lift, reverse warrior. Bring that right hand back, palms facing out. Push through the leg at the front and lift the toes. Sinking back down into warrior 2. Taking moment. Turning to the front of the mat. Then fit. Bring yourself to plank. Bring the knees if you need to support the shoulders. Soften the pose. Meeting in downward facing dog. Hips high. On the tiptoes if you want. Just trying a different variation. And then bring the knees all the way down to the mat. Sweep the feet to the side and come to seated. I'm just going to turn towards you. So just back into seated. If you need to sit on a blanket, then please do. And what we're going to do, we're just going to take a little moment with the shoulders. So I'm going to just drop my hand behind me and I'm just going to, I'll turn this so you can see. And I'm just going to allow my hand to catch the inside of my arm. Just a little bit of a stretch to the chest. And the opening of the chest really helps our spine and back. And we tend to sit, hunch, or our chin down. Dropping hands. Just allow a little bit. You can use the fingertips to open.
Breathe into it. Relax, maybe come to butterfly and just take a moment. Maybe there's movement in the upper body, maybe you want to stretch forwards, maybe you want to take a gentle twist in it. If it's for you and you have no issues with your SI joints or the pelvis, you can forward fold here as well if you would like, but you'll know your own body. My body won't let me do that at the moment. Allowing yourself just a little bit of a twist here. And we're going to come to center, bring the knees together, and we're going to come all the way to our backs. Always time for roll down. Fingers pointing, interlace fingers. And allow yourself gently to come all the way down to the mat. Bring the feet to the edge of the mat, knees together in constructive rest pose. Just take a moment here. It's maybe a time where you want just to settle, or you may feel that you need a little bit of movement, and you can come into a gentle supine twist. Just very slow and steady, winding down. We're going to bring our right knee into the body and allow the left leg long. If you wish, you can support that leg just to come out gently to the side. You might wish to bring a little movement to the hip if that's something that your body likes. Swapping sides. Or you might just be knees tucked into the chest, just taking a little moment. Or you might have just gone straight into Shavasana, which is also perfectly fine. And I'm just going to bring my feet towards me, back to where we started. And instead of hands on my thighs, I'm going to bring them to mat, lifting the hips just into a gentle bridge. Softening the breath. And then allow the hips to sink. You might want to dim the lights. You might want to just be taking a supine twist. You just get comfy wherever you are. As is typical, I've gone over time, but well, I'm gonna turn the music down slightly. So if you've got a blanket at home, there we are. So just get yourself comfy at home. And if you choose seated meditation, that's absolutely fine. So just settling wherever you are. And allow yourself just to get comfy. Allow the body just to start to feel heavy. Relaxed. Observe how you feel. Allowing the backs of the arms, if you're in Shavasana, and even if you're in a seated position, allow the backs of the arms, the shoulders to feel heavy. Allow the legs just to feel that weight. Allowing the heels backs of the hands, feeling softness across the eyes and the brow, softness into the jaw. And allow softness into the breath. Steady inhale, steady exhale. Just noticing that rise and fall. The inhale filling, the exhale just releasing that breath. And then really gently, just allow a little bit of movement into the hands. Allow some movement into the toes. Maybe just moving the head gently side to side. And then really slowly, if you are in Shavasana, turning onto your side and drawing yourself all the way back up to seated, really slowly and mindfully. It's brilliant doing yoga with the dog. So she's making all the groaning noises over there. If you think that's me, it's actually her. I don't know whether you can pick them up on Zoom or not. And once you're just back up gently, bring your hands gently to the heart. And just feel that connection of the palms and the heels of the hands. Taking an inhale and exhale. And thank you so much for joining class tonight. I hope on Monday we'll be in the stables. I'll still be online, so if you're joining me online, please come and do so. I'm hoping the roads will be a bit clearer and safer. So it was lovely to see everybody, and thank you for joining online. It's been really great. It's good we have the option. And if you need to chat with me just after, just hang on and unmute.
Thanks, Tanya. Have a nice weekend.
Yes, everybody, have a great weekend.
I will be down at Liverpool this weekend.
Oh, cracking. That'd be great. You take care, Christian. That's
Bye.
brilliant. Bye. Then.
Hi, Christian.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Been a while.
It has, darling. It has. Enjoy Liverpool.
Will do. All right.
Behave yourself, Christian.
I will. All right, I'll see
Okay.
you.
Bye.